I think we've covered this before. I'm not much of a flyer. Now, this earnings season, we've had some back and forth type of earnings calls from different airlines in the United States. I thought Delta's earnings were great. Spirit Airlines, on the other hand, not so great. American Airlines reported earnings today. Earnings per share coming in at $1.92, beating the street by 5 cents. Revenues of $11.11 billion, raking it in. Beat the street by 30 million. That's up 7.2% year over year. Bringing in a little bit more revenue. How, you ask? How is an airline bringing in a little more revenue? Like, I know, okay, there's going to be more people every year, just population-wise. They're going to go to a few more destinations, probably have a few more planes in the air, so definitely they're going to churn over a little bit more money. But let's just say, like, how do they make revenue? Let's say nothing changes except what they do operation-wise. Well, they got a 5.7% increase in revenues per available seat mile. Now that's a number. This number is in the absolute decimal points, the amount that they calculate this per seat per mile. But they were getting 5.7% more revenue per seat per mile. Is that due to increase in prices? Whatever it is, they're up in revenues and they're making a little bit more on the seats they've already got. Now, capacity was also up 1%. That's not a bad capacity gain. Revenue passenger miles, though, was down 1.7%. So when we look at this earnings from American Airlines, it's kind of hit and miss. They seem to be making strides going forward to do more, to utilize what they have in a much more efficient way, but it's still flying. And at the end of the day, it's still very, very expensive. And granted, oil's a lot cheaper now than it was a while ago, where you were having to hedge in your oil. A lot of airlines, I think, right now probably don't even have a hedge on fuel because they're able to buy it at such a low price. So you are getting some of these benefits, but airlines, to me, I don't know. There's just far too many things that can cost you money, and there's a lot of money in overhead just to even be a player in the game. It's an industry. But it's an industry that I would probably myself find a different way to invest in people moving around. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you're into the airlines. American Airlines did beat on earnings, beat on revenues. Not a bad way to fly into the weekend.